something about those dollar stores. I remember in the time and what must be done. Y'all remember that, right? The Honorable Louis Farrakhan did a year-long subject matter on everything imaginable for 58 weeks. Yes, sir. That's right. And he talks about it, I believe it's from 36 to 39, where he talks about food. And he talks about how the grafted germ will kill the original seed. Grafted seed will kill the original seed. And he talks about meat and things like chicken. He said, dollar store chickens, don't ever buy that. It's because then, people slaughter animals, right? He said, these chickens die on their own. They just run in and all of a sudden they just fall. Well, that's the ones they send to the dollar store. Lets you know the chicken might have had a heart attack running. So if you are what you eat that chicken, and all of a sudden your chicken start feeling, you get a pain in your chest, and you talking about, oh, I got must be gas. It's that dollar store chicken with all those pesticides, or the illness that it had is now manifested in us if we buy that. So even if we have to go straight vegetarian, what we should be, don't buy the dollar store stuff. Make you some vegetable stew or something. Stay away from that. Y'all all right, family?
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah. Well, before our brother, Student Regional Minister Rodney comes on, in the self-improvement study course, which is on Friday at 7:30, we're dealing with what we're kind of like going over what we've studied in the last several weeks on the education challenge, a new educational paradigm. And in it, I look at it, two things that were lifted about a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. We were talking about the difference between being illiterate and functionally illiterate. See, illiteracy is so high in America, another sign that we have become a third world country where people can't read and write. We used to think on the street that our people just didn't want the final call, but we had to reconsider that and say, well, wait a minute, maybe the brother or the sister can't read. And when Clinton came out in, was it 96, No Child Left Behind? That means whether they know it or not, push them on through. I don't care if they can read or not, because I want them in the prison industrial complex, what my sister was just talking about, and or they'll go to do something illegal, and I can put them in there because they'll be a slave again. Y'all all right, family? And very quickly, there's the functionally illiterate. That's where you can read, but you don't understand what you're reading. You don't get the gist of what's being said to you through that. And then another part of being functionally illiterate is being on a job and only being able to do that one thing that you do. That too is functionally illiteracy or functional illiteracy. So it means that if they fire you or the place goes out of business, now what you gonna do?